parents, how can we do this sort of thing for our children? Because not all of us can just come to set up a school like you have done.
Sure.
We're all leading lives where both of us are working, because it is very difficult otherwise. So whether we are single parent or it is we are married, what do we do? How do we do this and inculcate this sense of social emotional learning in our children in an urban scenario, like in a fast paced scenario that we are living?
Okay. See, actually, when we become parents, so what society has done now is, it's a huge responsibility. So once you become a parent, first thing is, oh, okay, my God, I'm responsible for this child now. That it can be, or it can be a kind of a fear. Am I doing the right thing? So every time you're in doubt about whether what you're doing is right or wrong. But just, for a moment, visualize a traditional society, maybe a tribal society. Visualize a child being born in that space. They never had a doubt. They never did.
Right.
Yeah, because they were not worried about presenting themselves or their children getting success or achieving heights. Their thing was to live a simple life. There was no pressure on them, and therefore there was no pressure on the child. So it's very easy for us to understand that once we start becoming performance conscious, that is when all the problems start. So we have to trust in this instinct of parenthood that is born with the child. The minute I have a baby in my arms, I have the instinct to nurture it. But no, nowadays people don't listen to the instinct. They are listening to what people are saying and what is the right thing to do. So this listening to your own intuition, listening to the child, having faith in the fact that the child has instincts and it will communicate somehow to you. Having faith in the universal energy. Having faith in yourself. I don't have faith in myself. That's why I'm doubting, whether I'm doing the right thing each moment.
Yeah.
So those things are what actually make things difficult for the child.
Okay.
If they see that a parent is confident, you make mistakes, you learn from them. That's the only way to learn. Just like a child falls, gets up, walks. Same way a parent makes a mistake in parenting, okay, learns from it and keep moving. And the only person to learn from is the child itself. Because each child is different, each adult is different, each environment is different. With so many variables, how can you have a common formula? So the only common formula that I tell people is listen to yourself. Look at the child and observe what's happening to the child. Ask the child humbly, what happened? What happens when I say this to you? Like very often parents think is the child doesn't listen to me. So my thing is, do you listen to the child? So if the child doesn't know that listening is a necessary skill or a necessary part of living in a space with humans, how will the child know what is listening? So as a parent, have you sat down with your child and asked the child to talk? Most of the time we are talking. Like we know everything and we are giving information, we are giving advice, we are giving feedback to the child all the time. Rather, are we in a position to take feedback? Do we just put the child, on eye level and ask the child, okay, right now this is the situation. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Believe me, your children will help you. Because that's how I learned. I was here in this place all alone. My parents were not with me. I didn't have any support. I didn't know the local language. And so if I am a parent here and there is no one to support me, what am I doing, right thing or wrong thing? The only person, my only fundamental thing was if my child is happy, I'm doing the right. And if my child is unhappy, whom should I ask? I have to ask the child, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's nobody else. So
right.
when my child can speak, I can ask the child. When my child cannot speak, when it's younger, I have to try out different things. Okay, maybe this is what I should be doing. Maybe it's just experimentation, trial and error. There is no other way to learn.
So going to all these self-help books and looking at YouTube videos is not going to help.
Never. Actually, it will confuse you. See, all this creates a noise in your head. The louder the noise in your head, the softer the voice of intuition. And actually, it's the intuition that is going to lead you. And if you're going to fill your head up with everybody else's voices, you'll not be able to listen to yourself and your child.